In this video, I'm going to talk about a subject that not a lot of people are very aware of, and that is the subject of constipation. C-O-N-S-T-I-P-A-T-I-O-N. Constipation. Most people haven't got a clue what it actually means. Now, constipation is when your engine is blocked. So if you've got a car engine or a truck engine or a plane engine and it's, in some words, constipated, it means that the engine will not work. The car will not function properly, the truck will not function properly, and the plane could crash because the engine is congested, caused by constipation. That's why engines are going to be cleared all the time, after every flight, servicing. Now, the human body is no different than the best engine you can get. No different. So now, what actually happened, constipation is this. For example, if you eat red meat on Monday, let's say you eat a plate of red meat, right? I'm going to talk beef. Most people will digest that meat 4 days later. That's when it's digested. It has to go through the entire tract, the entire digestive tract, from your mouth to the stomach, to the duodenum, to the small intestine, 25 feet of it, and 5 feet of colon before it goes out. Now, that process of digesting and breaking down food is what we call digestion. The constipation is the absolute slowdown, I'll repeat that, the absolute slowdown of the digestive system. In other words, the digestive system, instead of being very effective, from the time you eat, you're digesting already, stomach digesting, duodenum is digesting, intestine digesting, the waste goes in the colon and out. Now, if you're eating red beef, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with beef if you do it really smartly. But I've spent 30 years proving this. Eat red beef on Monday, it will come out on Thursday. Eat on Tuesday, it comes out on Friday. 4 days, 92 hours it takes to digest. That's constipation. So we are so tuned in to eating red meat, so what to do about it. We eat red meat once in 3 months in our family. Once in 3 months, right? And that's good. It's a good time to do that, because but that one, we make sure we eat that meat, and within 12 to 18 hours, it's gone. If you eat red meat continually on a daily basis, after 20 years, you could have as much as 25 kilograms of waste in here. 25 kilograms. I did the case, the guy weighed 360 pounds. When we cleaned him up, he had about 60 to 70 pounds of waste inside there. I'll repeat that. 60 to 80 pounds of waste. He lost that much weight. We did the pathology on it. It was red meat. He was eating red meat for 30 or 40 years, every single day. Now, it's not like if he was in a hard job like a logger or a bricklayer or builder, right? He was just an executive sitting on his backside working computers all day long. So he wasn't spending the energy of the meat, right? So if you have a very busy job like logging or bricklaying or lifting heavy duty on a regular basis, you can get away with eating red meat but once a fortnight, but not once every day. I've seen cases where people smell. Their body odor is so strong because they're eating red meat every day. After a few months of that, a few years of that, no matter how much perfume they put on, how much cologne they put on, the smell is so bad, we have to tell them, listen, you're upsetting people in the office, right? That's how it works. So the digestive system is an amazingly effective system because it is the engine of your body. So if you're constipated, which means that you're not transiting, by the time you eat your food to here, should take 16 hours. 16 hours, no more. Now, for example, I did a case of an Australian lady in Hong Kong. I'll never forget that. And the husband, he was being fooled by it. She would go to the toilet every day, but she wasn't actually having motion. But she'd go there because the husband was worried about her. So she'd go to the toilet, lock the door. He says, yeah, I've been. She was actually sitting on the toilet, not passing anything. I did her eyes, and I challenged her away from the husband, and she said to me, look, I've been living a lie. I've been eating all this meat and all this food And at the end, I eat for 4 days. On the 5th day, she said, I put out rabbit pellets. In other words, little tiny little pellets. In other words, she was severely constipated. Her skin was starting to look sallow and tired and started to get marks and wrinkles. She wasn't a smoker, she wasn't a heavy drinker, but it was the amount of meat she was eating, and without passing the meat 16 hours later. She was quite well off. Husband was quite well off. They were eating red meat on a regular basis, daily, but not doing the hard work required to digest it. I got off the red meat, completely off for 3 months, and then she said to me, she emailed me later, she said, Ron, I couldn't believe it, within 1 week of teaching me what to do, she said, I'm going to toilet every single day at 7 o'clock. And I passed this huge motion. And she said, my skin's improving, my energy level's improving, my life's improving. She said, I've got so much more energy because I've removed the constipation due to your work. And we did all that to her eyes. We were able to pick up on that. Now, her eyes look something like that. See that? Now, this is the left eye. You can see the digestive system is here. For example, that's the left eye. That will be the intestines, the small intestines, the transverse colon, the descending colon, and sigmoid colon, and out. When you see that brown mark right in the center near the pupil, that is constipation. And then as a practitioner, it is duty bound that we teach people exactly how to get rid of this brown mark by removing the waste that's been built up for years and even decades. So I look forward to helping you with your constipation. So we suggest strongly that you subscribe to our channel, and you can get some amazing, cutting edge, 30 to 40 years experience we've got.